Hello, Gemini. This is Angel Aura Divination, and I'm here to give the sign of Gemini their end of June 2021 intuitive, spiritual tarot and oracle message to answer the theme, what is a message from your guides? I'm using the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations to get an overview of which guides I might be connecting with through this reading to speak with you about. And I'm using the Herbal Tarot to get the message that they might have for you, and also some other factors about this guide outside of what the Oracle might present for you as well. If I'm going to shuffle the cards a little bit, and while I'm doing that and also praying over the cards silently, I would ask you to please like this video and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy videos like this as well. This is a free video, and also if this video resonates for you, leave a comment below and I will read about it myself. I would really appreciate that so much, Gemini. Thank you. So let's just get a quick prayer out, and then we'll get right into your reading. All right, so let's get your Angelarium Oracle of Emanations card. We have one out for you already. The one that we have for you this time is Shatiel, the Angel of Silence. I've also been calling it Shatiel, but I actually think it's Shatiel. And this is an interesting card for you for sure. Your guide is very quiet. They have like a very calm, quiet presence about them. This guide might be very grounded, but also might help you with your intuition. And so they help you with your intuition by getting you outside or getting you grounded as well. This guide really likes possibly cold weather or the mountains, or they might have been from a cold place. You might associate them with horns. So they might have like horns, whether it's like spiritual horns, psychic horns for some of them, or something along the lines of horns. That might be something that's present for them as well, but not necessarily. I also see that your guide is very come and go with you. Like sometimes you feel their presence very strongly, and sometimes they're very, very quiet with you. And that's just kind of the overall presence that I'm feeling off of this card. So let's get some more tarot cards out to see what this guide has to say with you, and also some facts about them. Yeah, it's just an overall emphasis on calmness with the Six of Swords coming out for them. They're kind of saying here that they do kind of come and go. They are very calm. They do want to have like a powerful presence, and so they don't always speak on everything that you have going on, which is not necessarily a problem for you, Gemini. It's just kind of a very cerebral, calm, very clear message from them. So let's see what they have to say to you, Gemini. We have the Page of Swords. They're always kind of with you. They're always kind of glancing at you and watching you. If this was an ancestor of some sorts, they were just from a very cold place. They did want me to highlight that as well. We have the Page of Swords for your guide as well. This guide is not super duper strong. Even if they are a deity or an archangel or something like that, they're not super duper strong. They're not here to really be a major defense mechanism or a system of defense for you spiritually. They're just here to give you guidance and trying to lead you on your path. They said something about possibly even being a house deity for you if they were a deity, or they might just be a house spirit as well, a spirit over, oh, that makes sense, a spirit over a specific building or something like that, where they were part of the construction of the place that you happen to reside in. So the first card out that we have for you is the Lovers. This guide is trying to have you have more positive romantic relationships specifically, but also just positive relationships overall. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and I think that a lot of that is because they kind of see you as somebody who is very abundant, somebody who is very sharing and very nurturing, and who really has a very nurturing soul and would like to share that with other people regardless of your gender. That's just the kind of energy that you kind of exude. And then we have the King of Wands, and they want to help you bring somebody in who can really help you in the passions department, because they want you to have a more passionate life. life. They want you to be more open to somebody who is passionate, somebody who is a little bit different than you as well. And it kind of disappoints them with the Five of Cups here that you don't always go towards things that make you passionate. Sometimes you avoid things that are passionate for you. And they're even saying it has to do something with your, how do I say that? Yeah, it has to do something with your religious trauma, possibly. It might not necessarily be religious trauma, but it's something along the lines of you've been trained or conditioned in some kind of way to not go after things that make you feel good. And this guide is kind of saddened by that. They don't actually like that. They want you to change your perspective on some of this as well. And it's not that they're judging you. We have judgment out, and that actually showed itself in reverse. But it's not that they're judging you here. It's that they want you to have a kind of an enlightenment or even kind of a resurrection in the passions department. Some of you listening to this reading might be a little bit, you might be feeling very mature in your energy. And so you're slowing down in your lifestyle. This guide might be very playful with you as well, possibly even knocking things over in your home and stuff like that. They're specifically saying picture frames. Yeah, this guide might be kind of like wanting you to really resurrect yourself, really liven your life up. They want to see you kind of be more exuberant in your energy. The next card out that we have is the Ten of Wands, and a lot of this is associated with your work life, especially. You take on a lot of responsibility and it kind of slows you down. They want you to kind of move out of that energy. And with the King of Wands, they even want somebody around you who kind of takes off some of your burdens from you, and that might even be in the passions department. They're really, really emphasizing somebody to help you in the passions department. Like, not necessarily somebody who's just going to be about physical passions, but just somebody who's going to kind of help you loosen up. They really want somebody in your energy that's going to help you in that department because they can tell that you're very stressed and they don't like that. We also have Death, and and it's like they don't like it to the point that they want like major change. And maybe this is even a negative association with yourself or with death for you as well, where they're kind of saying, you know, one day you're not going to be alive and you really need to enjoy yourself. I don't know if they're reminding you of that, or if this is possibly even an ancestor for you that's basically saying, you know, an ancestor who had led a very quiet and calm lifestyle, yes, who wants you to be reminded at this point that, you know, you need to take the opportunities to enjoy yourself while you're still alive. And it's not saying that they know when you're going to die or that they're going to be associated with that for you, but especially if this was an ancestor that you've seen pass away, or you, like they said, if you went to their funeral literally, this might be the energy of them basically saying, you know, one day you will be on the other side and you'll be watching somebody that you're watching over, or your own you know, descendants kind of living that slow-paced lifestyle that you're moving into and being burdened and stressed and not really enjoying themselves, and you'll understand how they're communicating with you now. And that's, you know, and that actually, you know, if somebody was saying that to you over, like, you know, in the 3D, that almost sounds a little bit manipulative, right? We have the Magician here, and that's exactly what it is. This person could have been somewhat manipulative. They might have even had that energy with you in the past. But they're really saying you need to focus on your resources here as well. They're saying that you really need to look towards, they said, really dress better, look better, go out, do stuff for yourself. But they're even saying, though, that you need to look towards more positive outcomes when it comes to entertaining social situations as well. Anything else that you have for the Gemini collective? We have the Three of Wands. Yeah, they're saying, but take risks, go out on adventures. And that's it. They have Justice out here. Justice is just saying you need to focus on balancing yourself out, and it's about balance. It's not, they're not saying that you need to go off and I don't know if any of you seen Last Holiday with Queen Latifah, where she like quits her job because she thinks she's gonna die. She quits her job and she goes to Europe and she does a bunch of stuff. She goes on this long journey and this big trip, and she spends a bunch of money and she pretends that she's rich when in reality she's just dying. She believes that she's dying. In the end, she's not dying. She just needed to cut loose a little bit. They're saying that you need to have balance in your life, so that you know you don't need to go and pretend that you're rich and spend all your money because you're gonna die tomorrow, because you're most likely not gonna die tomorrow. But you do need to cut loose a little bit and enjoy your life while you still have it. Enjoy your youth while you still have it, especially. And that's what they really had for you. And so if you do connect with this guide, that is what their overarching message is for you. But that's all I have for you, Gemini. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave a like, leave a comment, leave a star emoji in the comments if you got to the end of this reading, please. And also subscribe if you like content like this. Goodbye.